Aloha! Welcome back to DeFi Tactics. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do not make any financial decisions based on my word alone. Always do your own research. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and leave me a comment in the comment section below. With that said, today we're going to talk about Songbird Network, what it is, and how we can use it to make passive income. Let's get to it. So the Songbird Network is the canary network for Flare. What is a canary network? A canary network is an operational blockchain with a defined and hence scarce token supply that is intended to be used to test features for a related main net. On a canary network, users have a balance that cannot be just replenished at will. This is in contrast to a testnet, which generally has an unlimited token supply available in increments to any user through a faucet. So, even though this is a testbed for Flare Network and any applications that want to be built on Flare, it holds real value. It is not a simple testnet. You can go and purchase these tokens in order to gain value on this network. So Songbird recently launched, as in the past week, and currently it is in observation mode. The big caveat with this is that the Flare Network's team can unilaterally roll back the network. That goes until 1400 GMT on the 27th of September. That's tomorrow. If you're watching this video later, it's probably already happened. After that, it will go into the state connector testing mode, and further after that is complete, unrestricted mode, meaning it's off, it's in the wild, it is up to the validators and the governance of the network to make any changes. Flare networks will not be able to unilaterally roll back the network after 1400, 27th of September. So how can we start earning rewards right now and start earning passive income? The Songbird Network has a built-in system called the Flare Time Series Oracle. It's a system that sources externally provided price data for trade pairs such as Songbird USD, XRP USD, Doge USD in a decentralized manner. The price estimates are made available on-chain to smart contracts and services built on the Songbird Network. So what does this mean? This means that every Songbird token holder has a detachable vote that they can use to delegate to a signal provider. This signal provider then takes all the votes that were delegated to that provider and submit price estimates to the time series oracle. The signal providers that ultimately get the correct price feed are then rewarded with Songbird tokens. This is totally different than staking, as you retain complete ownership of your Songbird tokens, and in the future, your Flare tokens, or your Spark tokens, excuse me. This means that when you delegate your vote to a signal provider, you will earn returns at the network layer for holding your Songbird tokens. This is different than staking, as you do not give up the ownership of your tokens to a validator. You retain complete control over those tokens while delegating those votes out. And this is brand new, completely unheard of before the Songbird Network and the Flare Network. So how can we get these detachable votes to the signal providers? Well, currently you can use the Bifrost wallet, you can use the Decent wallet once they launch their application for it, and you can use MetaMask. Ledger will have an app for the Songbird, but as of now, you will not have any way to delegate those votes. You would have to connect your Ledger through MetaMask in order to delegate those votes. So you may see people talking about wrapping your Songbird tokens. That is a way to detach the vote and send it to a signal provider while retaining the ownership of your tokens. It's totally different than wrapping a token onto another network. This is solely to detach the vote and send that to a signal provider while retaining ownership of your tokens. For technical reasons, Songbird cannot be delegated directly. Rather, you need to first wrap your Songbird token to the utility token Wrapped Songbird. You can wrap Songbird to Wrapped Songbird at any time, and you can unwrap Wrapped Songbird to Songbird at any time. You only pay the network fee to wrap or unwrap. So this is key and very important. Do not ever wrap 100% of your Songbird tokens. If you wrap 100% of your tokens, you won't be able to unwrap them without getting more Songbird from an exchange or something like that. So on the Flare Metrics site, flaremetrics.io, it gives us a very good overview of what's going on and what's going on with the network. One of the important things that I want to highlight on this website is the FTSO providers, or the signal providers. If we click on that site, you can see a breakdown of all the available signal providers that you can delegate your detachable vote to. While it would be nice if these signal providers did this just out of the kindness of their heart, they're providing a service and they're taking a fee for that service. So as you can see on this site, we'll take Bifrost Oracle, for example. Their fee is 20%. And currently, all the signal providers currently have a 20% fee. Now in the future, this might change, and we need to take that into consideration when delegating our votes, because there might be a signal provider trying to incentivize people to delegate their votes to them. And they may do that by lowering the fee that they take of the rewards that are handed out by the network. You also want to take into consideration the vote power of each signal provider. So for example, the Bifrost Oracle, they have 126 million Wrapped Songbird delegated to them, meaning they have that many votes when it comes to providing price data. Now, just because they have a very high vote power does not necessarily mean they're going to be successful 100% of the time. And you got to take that into consideration when determining who you want to delegate your vote to. If you delegate that to a provider that has less voting power, the rewards are going to be dispersed amongst less people, meaning you will get a higher percentage of the rewards for that signal provider compared to another signal provider with higher votes. Switching over to Twitter, I want to highlight the ScandiNodes FTSO. They are a provider that you can delegate your Wrapped Songbird to. And if we click on this infographic they have, you can see that the current rewards for 100 delegated Wrapped Songbird, we're looking at the best case scenario as of right now, 1.4871 Songbird. That's how many Songbird have been rewarded per 100 to people that have wrapped and delegated their votes to A-FTSO. If we look down a little farther, for example, FTSO AU, they're making about 0.5189 Songbird per 100 delegated Wrapped Songbird. So again, you want to take this into consideration, and once the network's been up longer, we'll get a lot more statistics, but it's important to use these statistics to figure out who you want to delegate your your Wrapped Songbird to, in order to maximize the returns that you receive. At the BitTrue official Twitter account, we can see that trading for Songbird is going to begin tomorrow, as in Monday, September 27th at 10:00 UTC. So if you're in Hawaii time, that's actually going to be about midnight tonight for me. And I'm definitely going to get on here and at least get some, because I had my tokens on an exchange that has not distributed the tokens yet. Well, that wraps it up for this video. I just wanted to briefly explain how we can use our Songbird in order to earn rewards at the network level and almost immediately. In the future, there will be a lot more ways, even though this is a canary network, to earn value by participating in the network. Flare Finance is going to launch their XFi platform, which will have the Flare X, they will have the Flare Loans, and the Flare Farm. So that about does it. We'll catch you on the next one.